and they'll slow it down and allow the clock to run out.
Everything you come to expect from the Big East tournament, Gus. The range of emotions. Listen to the crowd showing their appreciation for the Villanova Wildcats.
Jay Wright looking for his first Big East tournament championship. And he's got it. The Villanova Wildcats are the 2015 Big East tournament champions. (69-52) the final. Villanova now 32-2 on the season. (69-52) the final. It's Villanova winning it all. Let's go to Fox Sports Live.
Yes, from New York to L.A. Welcome to Fox Sports Live. Don Bell hanging out with Ryan Field. We'll get you back out to the Garden in a moment for full post-game coverage.
We'll also have all the highlights from a crazy Saturday. 15 bursts for the NCAA tournament on the line, as well as NBA, NASCAR, and NHL updates, too. Right now, though, back to MSG. Here's Rob Stone.
All right, Don, thank you. The celebration continues here at the world's most famous arena. Darren Hilliard, Javon Pinkston, Josh Hart, all enjoying Villanova's first Big East tournament title in 2 decades.
They've earned that. They played an absolutely great game tonight. They played a team game. They've been mature, held their poise. Time to let it go, right, Donnie?
It's just awesome to cap it off the way you started this season.
This was a game that Xavier only led for 23 seconds to quote a certain tagline from an office supply chain. That was easy for Jay Wright and company tonight.
You know, we talk so much about the pressures that teams feel all season long. And Jay Wright, so cool about the way he handled that pressure, because without a doubt, Kev, you know this team was feeling it getting to this point again. Think about last season. It creeps into your head because you were here already before, but they really, like you said, they handled themselves perfectly. I thought the job Jay did coaching this team in this game was phenomenal. His best all season long, without question.
The way that they attacked Xavier's zone and spread them out and knocked down threes, and then defensively, I thought they were fantastic guarding the post. They got around every single time. They were aggressive. They dominated the game.
And I gotta be honest with you guys. As a player, you come into this game thinking this is your time to shine. This is your time to go get yours, so to speak. They did not do that, guys.
No.
Played together. This is the epitome of team basketball. That's what we saw in this game.
Dylan Ennis, all smiles there. Ryan Arcidiacono in the background throwing things out to the fans. Remember that conversation we're having in the pregame? Is Villanova a #1 seed? That conversation is over. They are absolutely a #1 seed. They will most likely be your second #1 seed. They will be placed awfully favorably in either the South or the East. And for Jay Wright and this Villanova program, the only other time they've been a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament, 2006. They made it to the Elite Eight, lost to Florida, who went on to win the national title. And just listen to this crowd here at Madison Square Garden. players and the coaching staff assembling around our Gus Johnson for the presentation of the hardware. Villanova improves to 32-2. They are your Big East tournament winners. Here's Gus Johnson.
All right, thank you very much. Folks, first of all, how about a nice hand for all the schools that participated in the 2015 Big East tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, here to present the 2015 Big East Tournament trophy, the commissioner of the Big East, Miss Val Ackerman.
Thanks, Gus. I want to congratulate our runner-up, the Xavier Musketeers, and all of our schools for a great tournament and a great season. And I want to thank this amazing Garden crowd. You're the reason why this is still the most exciting tournament in college basketball. And to the Villanova Wildcats, to Father Peter Donahue, Vince Nicastro, Bob Stites, Coach Jay Wright, these outstanding young men, congratulations to you. You did a tremendous job. You're the 2015 Big East Men's Basketball Tournament champions.
The Villanova Wildcats, champions of the Big East. All right, we're here with the head coach of the Villanova Wildcats. We like to call him GQJ because he's always so smooth. Coach Wright, I'm looking at Dylan Ennis's shorts, and he's got blood all over them. And to me, that's a perfect example of the way your team has competed and been unselfish this entire season.
Thank you, man. That means a lot coming from you. We love hearing you call these games. We love being here at Madison Square Garden at Nova Nation. Thanks for coming out to the Garden, Nova Nation.
What is it about this team, Coach Wright, that has allowed you to go through this season only 2 losses? When I see them, they're so unselfish and they really like playing with each other.
I think it starts with our seniors, Javon Pinkston and Darren Hilliard. They're our leaders. Javon has really given up of himself this year. I was really thrilled for Javon to come back to New York, his hometown, and play like this. And as you like to call them, Bethlehem Steel is great. They're just great senior leaders, and that it trickles down.
It wasn't easy for you here at this Big East tournament. Providence gave you a run for your money yesterday. Xavier came in ready, but when it was all said and done, your team prevailed.
This is the best college basketball tournament in the country because of the teams in the Big East. And this Big East conference is the best basketball in America, and the teams we played here, we play all year. We know how good they are. I think Xavier's a little short-handed. They lost one of their guards tonight, but I want to compliment Xavier on a great run, man. They're a great team, and we're going to have 6. I hope we have 6 teams in the NCAA tournament. Big East is going to be strong.
Villanova, they've won the regular season tournament. Now you win the Big East tournament. You said you just wanted to focus on these championships, but now that you are the champion of the conference, do you deserve a #1 seed?
I think we do. I think we do. I do. I'm not good at picking those seeds, but winning the Big East, I think, should do it for you.
How about Villanova? Now, it's time to recognize the most outstanding player of the Big East tournament. And we're getting ready to experience history. A 6-man has never won the most outstanding player award of the Big East tournament, but we're seeing it for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hart, the most outstanding player. All right, Josh. how were you able to focus all season long, coming off the bench, and being able to come into the game and be as effective as you were throughout this entire season?
I got to attribute all that to my teammates, man. They've been through me through my highs and my lows, man. They give me all the confidence in me that I need. Coaches have trust in me, man. I just got to thank this program for everything they're doing for me.
Now, Jay Wright credited your parents with being able to give you the kind of attitude and the kind of character that could be unselfish enough to come off the bench and play your role. How about Mom and Dad?
Yeah, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I know y'all up there. Thank you guys, man, for everything y'all do for me. I love you guys. Thank you. I can't say nothing but thank you. You guys mean the world to me.
And as you look forward to the NCAA tournament and a possible #1 seed, where do you think this Villanova team is going when they head into the tournament next week?
Well, we're going to have to see. It's going to take it one at a time. We're just going to build on one win after another, and then we're just going to see what happens. So,
one thing's for sure, folks, he won't be a sixth man next year. Josh Hart, congratulations. The Villanova Wildcats, champions of the Big East. Now let's go to Rob Stone.
All right, Gus, thank you. Very little doubt that your most outstanding player would be Josh Hart. He led the Wildcats in scoring in their quarterfinal matchup with Marquette. He had 20. Did it again the next night, dropping 18 versus Providence. Another 15 tonight, 53 points, 13 rebounds over the course of the tournament. And KO, I guess this kind of sums up Villanova. It's a sixth man that's their most outstanding player here in a tournament of this magnitude.
There could have been so many guys for Villanova that could be most outstanding player, but Josh Hart did jump out at everybody. He played flawless basketball. He scored in bunches. He was great defensively. He makes all the Navy SEAL plays. He's just a tough kid that epitomizes a great champion.
You know, this team also epitomizes what it means to be a true team. You know, we talk about Ryan Arcidiacono, co-Big East Player of the Year. Listen, he didn't shine necessarily as far as the stats go in this tournament. Last year, Javon Pinkston was their most valuable player. He was the best player on their team last year. Daniel Achefu, a guy that I think flies below the radar, but he does the job defensively. You talk about Darren Hilliard, the best player on this team statistically, and now the sixth man wins most outstanding player of the Big East tournament. That, to me, epitomizes what it means to be a great team.
And Donnie, it all starts with Jay Wright, who all he does all year long is defer to the players. Talks about the players, what they've done, what they've accomplished, and did everything he could to take any pressure off them in any game.
It's been almost 2 months since Josh Hart and the Wildcats last lost. It was a defeat to Georgetown. Since then, 15 straight victories, 32 overall. Both of those program best for Villanova. Jay Wright finally getting that elusive first Big East championship tournament title. Villanova appears to be a lock for a #1 seed. Arcidiacono, the co-Big East Player of the Year, battling a rib injury through much of this one and some of last night as well. Jay Wright, a sense of relief that he was able to finally get that conference tournament title. And we're joined now, Darren Hilliard, the senior, 32 minutes, 12 points tonight. Darren, you guys have had these expectations all season long. You were voted in the preseason to be the #1. He can't even hear me. It's so loud in here, and he's only 6 feet away. Darren, welcome. The expectations in the preseason, you guys were the team to beat in the Big East. How did you guys try and manage that through the course of the season?
It's tough. It's tough being in our position. You got guys. A lot of things could come with that. I mean, a lot of the guys, we just stuck together. We didn't let it get to our heads, and we just took it day by day. Honestly, it was tough, but we wanted to be in that position, and we practiced for that position, and we got through it so far.
Darren, you sit up here, first thing you said is, man, this is pretty cool. I mean, really, what is this? I know what it means to me as a former Big East player to see you guys, the way you handle yourselves and how you represent what all of the old heads used to represent. What does this mean to you right now as far as where the season started, your career started, and how it's come full circle?
Hey, well, personally, man, where I come from, it's not every day you see this. You're not up here with guys like you guys, and it's just, I'm stunned, honestly. It's just a blessing, and we got 6 more games left, and we're going to try to take them all in stride.
Hey, Darren, I can tell you from personal experience it's not that cool. I got fired. That's why I'm up here.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Hey, you played 3 great games. I want to ask you a question. Were you upset when you weren't Conference Player of the Year?
Hey, I mean, the coaches made a good decision. I mean, I can't control that. I just wanted to control going out every day and making it happen for my teammates. And they made their choices and they made their votes. And I can't control that. Arts deserves it fully, and I mean, I'm happy for him.
I have to be honest, though, from a former player, the way you started this tournament, it looked like you were on a mission.
Yeah.
The way you caught the ball, you didn't second guess. From the very first game to this game, you had in your mind, I'm going to show people who, not just who Villanova is, but who Darren Hilliard is.
Yeah, and I mean, I just always come out with that mindset. Not just because I didn't make the Player of the Year. It's just I always want to have that mindset and just let people know that I'm always on the attack. They can't play off Darren Hilliard. They got to make sure they recognize Darren Hilliard. And I think that these guys have the same mentality, and that's why we're great.
Darren, you guys have had your struggles in March as of late. Now that you've gotten over this Big East tournament title hurdle, if you will, now you've got the big one, the NCAA tournament. How do you guys need to approach things differently this time around than you have in the past?
The same mentality we approached the Big East. A lot of people were skeptical about how we were going to be in the Big East tournament, and we kind of proved people wrong. And I think our mindset was not trying to do that, not trying to prove people wrong, just going in day by day, sticking to our core values and doing what we have to do day in and day out, and that's what got us here.
Darren, what is the big takeaway for you guys as far as maybe where you improved over the course of this tournament?
We got a high ceiling, man. People think that our ceiling is, we reached it, but we still got a lot more improvement to do, and our defense could be better, our rebound could be better. People say we're a small team, but we got to rebound the ball better, and we can get a lot better, and I know Coach Wright is gonna harp on that.
We're gonna get him out of here.
They're running out of pieces, man. You better go get yours.
Oh, yeah, man.
They're running out of pieces.
I got to cherish this moment.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Congratulations. Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you. Good luck in the NCAA tournament. Plenty more to go down here at Madison Square Garden as we take a live look at the Wildcats climbing that ladder and cutting that net.
These are times these guys will never forget. I mean, it's no matter what, nobody can take away from Jay Wright and his staff and his team this Big East Championship regular season and during the tournament. Now they've got the challenge of going ahead and trying to get deep in the NCAA tournament, possible Final Four.
All right, let's go back to your head coaching days. So how do you need to manage this team from this point on, having won it, but now you know the big battle is ahead of you?
I think what they had to do is what Darren Hilliard said, what they've done all year. Prepare as a group, be mature, move forward one day at a time. Their practices, believe it or not, Rob, right now Jay Wright's thinking, Donnie, you know this, next week in practice, we got to get better. That's what he's thinking.
And it's interesting because we talk about so many teams that have lost, and they say, well, now we have more time to get ready, to figure out who we're going to play, to get better in that short amount of time before you find out who you're playing. But you know what? To have the momentum coming off of a game like this, not just to win, but really they played Villanova basketball, unselfish basketball. That's huge, Rob, when you talk about getting ready for the NCAA tournament. Momentum is a huge, huge part of success in March.
You guys both talk about Villanova needing to get better. It's hard to improve off the season where they've gone 32-2 so far. But where are those spots where you say, maybe a little bit improvement here and there will certainly benefit them?
I think it's only mental now, Rob.
Yeah.
Jay Wright, his challenge right now, everybody's going to tell these guys, they're going to pat them on the back, their girlfriend, their secret girlfriend, their families, everybody's going to tell them how great they are. You've got to keep an edge for practice next week and going into the NCAA tournament. That's Jay Wright's challenge right now.
Hey, wait. Plenty more reaction from Madison Square Garden as Fox Sports Live rolls on. We'll check in with Xavier. Chris Mack will hear from the losing head coach. We'll continue our coverage of the celebration here at Madison Square Garden. Villanova winning their first Big East tournament championship in 20 years. Fox Sports Live rolls on from MSG after this.